Hello, everybody. It's Ken Faulkner, and I got a video for you with a bunch of knives, huge batch of knives. And I don't know, you may be wondering what is going on with all these knives. Well, Blade Show is coming up, and I keep talking about it, and I apologize if that just is you're just tired of hearing about it. Um, I'm just super excited about it. It's kind of hard to deny that. You know, it's not going to be all Blade Show every single video, but there's a lot coming up as we roll into it. It's less than 2 months now. It may seem like a lot, but to me, it'll go by quickly. Uh, so what this video is about is related to Blade Show. Ever since I've been going to Blade Show, there have been certain brands that I look forward to seeing and just talking with the people there. And I'm just kind of, it's just something that I look forward to every show. Not all of them are at every show, but this is Atlanta. This is the big one. So we definitely will be seeing, I will be seeing, and anybody who's there will be seeing these brands there if you choose to, go check out their booths or tables. I highly recommend it because they're all super cool people. And I wouldn't have known that if it weren't for Blade Show. Obviously you see some of these people, on YouTube or advertising their stuff, but you don't know what they're like until you actually just kind of get a chance to talk to them and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through it. Not gonna go through every single detail, every knife, because there's a lot here. Starting from the very, very first show, and I've talked about this before. This Blade Show, I think it was 2021. It was right after they had the year that they canceled because of COVID. Oh man! But they brought it to Long Beach for Blade Show West, and that was cool because that got me started. That got me there. It wasn't so hard. I know you people that live near Atlanta, or you live in Texas, or you live in Utah. You know what I'm talking about. It's a big difference between a few hours driving and putting all your favorite knives together to carry at the show, and not having to get on an airplane and get hotels and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so that was Long Beach. I went to both shows. Long Beach West. Only one year they did it, but I went to both days because I was so excited, and I just loved it, loved it, loved it. Anyway, that first year, that's when I met Ben Belkin. Ben Belkin from Jack Wolf Knives. And I've told the story before, but just briefly, he was there to introduce his brands, but he was not selling anything. He had a few knives there, and I was just mesmerized by them. And the very first, so ever since then, Ben has been at every show that I've been to. I can't think of anyone that he hasn't been to, including the California custom knife shows and stuff like that. He is a hardworking guy, and I have so much respect for him. Um, so yeah, you see all the patches here. We got the Midnight Jack. Um, Hopefully, I found them all. Man, I tell you, I don't like spend a lot of time with editing or anything like that. But when it comes to finding knives on a big video like that, this is the layback, and I may be butchering names because I do that. This is the I can already tell from the outside that's the Vampire, and the new, by the way, the new Fix EDC is coming out Friday. And it's the Vampire, and that was my very first purchase from him, and I love this knife. I'll break this one out because this is it's got that spear point. The fixed EDC on that one is looking really good. I'm trying to determine if I really want to spend the money or just save for the show, because I don't know if he's going to have them at the show. It doesn't sound like he will. So I'm like that right down to the last minute. Then I got the Feel Good, and this is actually a slip that I had, but it really came with this knife, which is the Cyborg, I believe, the Cyborg. But then this one has that aftermarket slip. from Northwest, I believe. Pacific Northwest. The guy with the trees. Always forget the name. And every time I hear it, I know it. And then I do have one of the fixed EDCs here. That I do like that. It's a little small for me, even though I'm liking those small knife carries. And the what do you call it? It's not a slip when it's the sheath has this clip that's kind of a dedicated clip. I do wear it in the pocket as a pocket fixed blade. That's my favorite. I did try carrying it on the belt, but it's not as comfortable to carry that way for me. So anyway, so Jack Wolf, and then I went into not only the fixed EDCs but the locking knives. So I do have, this is the, which one is this one? The Diamondback, which is super cool. And I also have the, which one is this one here? The Bionic. The Bionic. And so I really like his locking ones as well. They have great action for a fairly lightweight knife, and lightweight, I mean, very thin and very slicey like all his knives. They're a little bit bigger in general to the slip joints, but they're still very lightweight, but they have excellent action. Another person I got the great opportunity to meet early on at Blade Show was Kevin from Lefty EDC and Devo Knives, and Colin. Both very, very cool guys from the get-go. This was the first knife that I bought from them, the Buzz. That was their first knife that they put out, and yeah, very cool. He threw in the Damascus backspacer on that day. He was just like, I think he was just happy to be there and just happy to be selling knives and meeting people, and just a really, always, every time I've talked to him at the shows, just always just like somebody you know, hang out with. He's just so comfortable and so easy to talk to, and just a good guy. I mean, he just gives that vibe. So I got that. So that's not the Buzz, the Stout. This is the Lush here. This one I didn't buy at a show. I bought that one from TPK. Got this is the Buzz, all blacked out, very cool. The Growler, I think I bought this one off of White Mountain Knives. It's the original version. So you know, like the Jack Wolves, most of them are bought at shows, but then there's some of them I bought in between. And then this is the, which one is this one? So I always forget about the Buzz. No, not the Buzz. The where is it? Mash. The Mash. So this one's a little bit more of a budget one from him. So some of them, like the Growler and this one, are, you know, we're down in the $70 and $135 range, which, you know, for his knives, because some of them are up over $300 as well. And then we got the Nip, which my girlfriend has taken possession of, but she does let me take it out for a spin every once in a while, and so I'm happy with that. Because it is a smaller knife, even a little bit, even like I've been enjoying some smaller knives, still a little bit small. More recently, we've got KC from Nice Fast. Now he only goes to the show in Atlanta. Of course, that's the big one. So I've gotten a couple of these. I got this one at the show at Atlanta, and I think it's been to 2 since I've been there. But the rest of them I picked up when they dropped. So I got this one here, which is that dyed one that has the stonewash. That was done by Freak Show. And so that was a really cool pickup, kind of like a rare one. There's the Jetstream, which I just love this one. Just a big old knife. It's got an interesting kind of cant to it, kind of with the handle going up. And some people didn't like that, and I was a little iffy about it at first, but I do like it very much. And I do like that it's the biggest one that I have from him. We got the original Pinion. Obviously, I'd love to have that Mach 51. It's a user, that Mach 51, but that never did happen. Keep hearing him talking about possibly getting something out similar to that. And then we got the Primo, the Fractus. This thing is really cool. Very, very cool. Am I right with that? It is the Fractus, right? And then as an honorable mention, we got the Kubi version of the Dust Devil that he put out. So yeah, I'm a fan. You know, when I meet these people and I just get to know them, it just makes me want to buy their knives. And in all of these cases, they're all very, very good knives. Speaking of very, very good people, and even in this Jack Wolf slip, I have a Rosecraft slip joint. Rosecraft, Jack Wolf, and Rough Rider are the ones that really got me in. It was Jack Wolf that really broke me into enjoying a slip joint, liking that walk and talk and the feel of it. But Rosecraft really puts out a great knife at a more easy to spend price. That's why a lot of the Jack Wolves I end up buying at shows, because I feel it's like a little bit easier for some reason. It's easier for me to spend a lot of money at a show. But yeah, these you could pick up sometimes when you're just not feeling that wealthy. It's that farmhand. I love this one. So very cool. Don't have slips for all of my Rosecraft. I did get these, this one, and I'll probably pick up some more slips this year. Maybe I'll pick up some for giveaways as well. This is the one, the Moss. What is it? Let me roll the Mosquito Lake Moose. This is my first two-bladed one from, not my first two-bladed slip joint, but from Rosecraft, and it is quite good. You get double that awesome walk and talk. This one is, which one is this guy? This is the stinking, no, not the stinking. It is the, let me see what I'm missing here. Clinch River Swayback, I believe. Is that right? Maybe not. Obed Creek Bow Trapper. That's this one. I think the Clinch River is one that I did not find when I was searching out stuff. I know it's around somewhere, but man, sometime I even have it on my spreadsheet where to go look for it, and even then, and I'm the kind of guy that can lose something right in front of me and not be able to find it. This thing is called the Awanada, and they had a deal on the website that you can buy like 5 of these in all different colors. And I kept thinking I should do that for my giveaways, just buy them. And I just went the other day and I said, okay, I'm finally going to buy them. And they're out of stock. Of course. Don't delay. Just go ahead and buy those knives. Got to do it. Yeah, so awesome. And then I have a couple of the more locking modern folders. This one is I kind of like it because it looks very much like a traditional. This is actually an Andy Armstrong design as well. This one was called the Castoria. So it's very interesting. It's got a little button lock and stuff like that. And then I got the Mohawk. There's others that I've looked at, but when I go over to that Rosecraft table, they got so many. I'm putting out slip joint after slip joint. Yeah, the Mohawk, that's a fun one. You ask Mad's Faction about that one. One of his faves. Just kidding. So anyway, that's it. That's what I just want to, it's really not about the knives, it's about the people. You know, you come for the knives and you stay for the people, right? You've heard that before. Well, that's the way it is at Blade Show. And these are not the only people that are very, very cool there. But these are the ones that I've kind of come to know year after year, go and talk to them and stuff like that. Especially the ones that are YouTubers that I've met before. Big Red's always there. He's not selling knives, but he'll be at a booth a lot of times. You know, other people are very cool, you know, to see year after year. And Atlanta definitely brings the most people. Texas, probably the least of YouTube people, but there were some different people. Was it Dan Kinman, Dan Kinman? He was there. BEDC was there. You know, Neves showed up. He goes every year to Atlanta, but he was also at Texas. And then when you go up to West, then you get a lot of people like Stevie and a lot of, you know, like Zach stuff. A lot of those Pacific Northwest type people. JB's gets around to most of the shows. He keeps saying that he might not be from time to time, but he makes it to most of the shows. He's kind of almost like a fixture there, and it's always good to see him. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I mean, that's one of the things that I really look forward to. Obviously, Bees is going to be there. That's where I met him for the first time, was 2 years ago at Blade Show. He'll be there. We're going to probably go out and have some pizza at Mellow Mushroom, so that's going to be awesome. Had last year I got to meet don't blink, come on now, Tim from Tim's School of Fish, and so bad. Tim and went out to dinner with the guy from Very Good Knife Company. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Terrible with names. I will remember it. I know who it is, but never mind. So yeah, there's so many other people, and then other people that and other YouTube people that you see from the handles that I've met there. So many people, especially you go to some of the parties afterwards. Kaiser always throws a good party in Atlanta, and there's a ton of famous YouTube people there, and night people in general. So anyway, that's what it's all about. Yeah. So I'm glad I got to do a successful video. Last night I tried to do one on the sharpening stones that I bought. They were like really budget ones, but I just couldn't. On this table, I just don't have the right angle, and I really wasn't sharpening well. So I need to work some more with those stones, and I don't know if this table is just not at the right angle. You know, when you're sharpening, you kind of need to have that same. I'm usually at the kitchen counter, and it's a little higher. So anyway, I ended up just skipping that one, and that's why I didn't do anything last night. But this is a good one for tonight. I got some new knives coming in tomorrow, so I got a couple more for this weekend, and we'll be getting into the Faulkner 5 stuff, and you know, we're gonna be biding our time until Blade Show, because I am gonna try, you know me, somebody's got to stop me. At least that last 5 weeks I got to stop buying knives, so we'll see how that goes. All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for joining me here and listening to my stories. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy telling. And I will see you guys on the next one.